Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to paint this pretty winter sunset using a bunch of pretty pastel colors. I'm sure you guys are really going to get inspired by this and enjoy painting along. I'm going to show you all the colors I'm using and I'll list them below in the description as well as all the brushes and the canvas. So we're using a 5x7 mini canvas today. I primed it once with gesso and I let it dry before beginning. I'm going to take my blending brush here, just a flat brush. You can use any brush that you want to create the background here. And I'm just pulling in streaks of white, neon red, and luminous yellow. Now if you don't have these colors, you can just use any bright colors that you want. Bright yellow, bright orange, or crimson red, cadmium red, and scarlet red will work as well. So I'm going to come in with my warm colors first, do basic blocking in and shaping. And then I'll begin to come in with my cooler colors here. I've got light ultramarine blue, I'm going to mix it with a bit of white, and I'm going to pull across the top gently and slightly over top part of that neon red and white. So I'll get a very soft, smoky violet color. Okay, now that I've added some up in the sky and in between those peach tones and warm pink tones, I'm going to come down in the bottom and start adding my shadows that are falling on this bank, snow-covered bank here. And these shadows are falling here from the trees that are above. So in between those trees, we'll have bits of light and sun rays poking through. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of my light blue violet and some white down here in the foreground. I think this might be a frozen over lake or river or pond down here below. And then I'm going to wash my brush off and go back into my warm colors with some white and start adding some more light behind this hill that we've got here. I want to build up a really nice, pretty warm background. And then begin coming in with little flicks for the trees in the background. And I'm still just using my flat brush. I'm going to tap, tap, tap to create a little bit of foliage. So this is just that warm, beautiful glow that's on either side and behind the trees that are more of sort of a softer silhouette. So definitely not black, but we're going to be using all those cool tones and then even mixing a little bit of the burnt sienna with some of those colors after. Now I'm going to concentrate more on using my luminous yellow and white and build up a nice bright layer of this around where the sun is going to be, and that's going to be the brightest. So we'll keep that with no paint right now, and later on we'll add just a little bit of white inside to give it that nice pop and brilliance that sun will have. I think that winter days can be very, very beautiful when the sun is out and it kind of just casts all those sparkles and sun rays down on the snow, and you can just see so many different colors if you really, really look. Snow's not just white. I'm going to come in with another layer of just straight light blue violet now and make this a bit darker where I want my shadows to be on the bottom. And then I'm going to dust some right on the very bottom of the canvas. And I've got a very small filbert brush I'm going to start using, and I'm going to take my blues, both of my blues there, and eventually I'll add a little bit of turquoise as well. And I'm just going to start tapping in some very simple trees. Using a filbert brush makes your trees fail proof. Trust me, this is the best brush I've found to make trees. It makes it so much easier. So I'm just going over top of that pink glow that we have back there, but not going to cover it up completely because we want to have a little glow of that in and around all the branches. So you can play around with your colors. You can switch and use different blues, use any pastels that you want for this painting, you guys. Just really let go and have fun with your colors. You can't go wrong when you're using pastels. And this light blue violet looks good with every color. So does the turquoise and that nice light sky blue. And if you don't have any pastel colors, you can just take any blue and cool green that you have and mix it with some white. So phthalo green is a really nice one. You can make turquoise just by taking phthalo green and blending it with some white. So here I'm coming in with my turquoise in between those two bluer trees. So I'm just going to continue along with my trees, and I'm going to come in with a little bit of white, just altering some of the branches, making them look a little bit softer in tone and slightly highlighted. So we have some shadows, and then we have some softer, cooler shadows, if that makes sense. And all of these different tones and shades all complement each other and help for this painting to look really soft and pretty. I'm going to take my red with my blue to make more of a purple color, and I'm going to continue down towards the left side, making the trees smaller and smaller. As they get down, they kind of start to go down on that slant, and then we'll move on to the next step. So I'm adding on more to the trees with my shadow colors. I'm going to emphasize the blue and some of the turquoise. Now if you're having trouble with layering your colors and they're blending in too much, you might just want to let it dry first before beginning your next layer. Then I'm going to wash my brush off, and I'm going to come into my turquoise down here and start pulling and blending and adding that in and around my shadow areas. Okay, with a clean brush, still using my Filbert, I'm going to make pink and then take a little bit of my luminous yellow, mix all three colors together, luminous yellow, neon red, and white, and come in with another layer of warmth in between these trees. Remembering to keep that space in between both of those trees bright white for our sun. I'm even going to dust a little bit down here on the bottom as well, like it's just, oh, we've got a warm glow kind of reflecting and casting down onto this frozen over lake or pond. I'll sneak a little bit here and there in between the trees and a few little branches. Now this might be easier for you to do with a small liner brush, but it's completely up to you guys. You can manipulate your brush and turn it around sideways in order to kind of just dab and fit it in between those little branches. So you could just leave your painting as it is, but what I want to do is come in and bring in some earth tones. So I'm going to take my burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is always a good call for an earth tone or brown. When adding some brown to your painting, it's my go-to. I just really like it because it's got warmth to it, and it tends to look complementary with almost every color that you choose. So I'm just taking that and adding a little bit of light blue violet with it, creating skinny little tree branches, tree trunks, and tapping in. I think it looks really, really nice with the peach tones that we have and those pinky red tones as well. So I'm going to go over some of the branches, just creating a little bit more of a silhouette, but I definitely don't want to make it too dark. I want to get that nice balance of light and shadow going on in here to keep this a really dreamy, warm, soft, pastel-y looking painting. Then I'm going to come in with a little bit more of my blue and white. So to choose a brush for painting our little cabin, our cozy little cabin here, I'm picking my very small flat brush, and it's really great for making those clean lines that you want because it's flat and straight on the ends and on either side. So I'm just going to use my burnt sienna again, a little bit of blue and white for this cabin, and I've got quite a few tutorials quite recently too of lots of little log cabins and cottages and little houses in the woods. So have a look through my playlists, and you guys will learn a lot. The more you paint, the more you'll get comfortable with it, and you'll get better and better. So don't be afraid. You can really make an impact in your paintings by adding some life to your little houses too, by adding little windows. And it's so easy, super easy, guys, just adding little dots and dabs with either a liner brush or the corner of a flat brush. So I'm just doing a basic little cottage or cabin here, and I'm going to have snow on the roof. And you can tint your snow because it is going to be on the shadow side. You can tint it with a little bit of turquoise, light blue, or the blue violet, or you can just add white, and that would look really pretty too. So we'll add a few little windows, and I'm going to make my windows really warm by adding that luminous yellow with my white. I'll then cast a shadow down on the snow outside below each window, and that will help create more ambiance and mood for this painting. I think I really like the way that looks. I'll even add a little puff of smoke coming out of the chimney. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to go back and forth, adding more highlights, more shadows, a little bit of more of that luminous yellow in and around the trees at the very top, and just continue to make this painting as pretty as I can and inviting as I can. So I hope you guys enjoy watching the rest of this video. Leave a comment after you're finished watching it. Let me know what your favorite part of this painting tutorial was. And of course, like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time really soon in a new video. Bye!